Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Bella. I love all things design and DIY, and today I'm going to be talking all about bedding. As a lover of textiles and an obsessor with being cozy, bedding is one of my biggest weaknesses in life, especially vintage bedding, especially natural bedding, any sort of cute print color. I am absolutely not an all-white bedding kind of person. That just makes me sad and makes my heart hurt. And so I've recently refreshed my bed with quite a few really fun little details. And so I wanted to do a bit of a bedding haul and then talk you through how I usually make my bed. I got inspired to do this video because I thrifted a beautiful wool blanket, which I'll show you in a bit, but a really wonderful philosophy that I'm trying to implement in my life that I learned from Rajiv Surendra here on YouTube. I absolutely love him. I love his content. I love everything that he does. He says that when he brings a new item into his home, he likes to clean it to kind of welcome the new piece in. And so I thought that's exactly what I'm gonna do for this blanket. So I washed all my sheets. I attempted to hang them out on the line, but it was so windy yesterday. I had visions of my sheets rolling down the street, so I decided not to do that. My mom recently bought me these beautiful, beautiful Ralph Lauren cotton sheets. If there's one thing that I am absolutely obsessed with in life, something that I will be collecting until the day I die, it's Ralph Lauren sheets. They're just perfect. I love the prints they do. I love the colors. I love the way they feel after you wash them a million times. They're just the perfect, crisp, crunchy cotton sheets. And so she thrifted me this really adorable set of this tiny little red floral print. Even better when you can find a full set at the thrift store, because I absolutely don't have the budget to buy new Ralph Lauren sheets. They're just something that I always look for when I'm at the thrift store. And so she obviously knows this, and she knows me very well, and picked probably my favorite sheet that I've ever owned. This set came with a fitted sheet and a flat sheet, which is really nice. I really love the look though of a flat sheet on a mattress and doing like perfect little hospital corners. That's something that I've become very excited about recently. But if it comes with a fitted sheet and a flat sheet, I'm obviously just gonna use the fitted one. But that is a little tip for you. If you do want to elevate your bedding, put a flat sheet on your mattress and put a perfect crisp corner on it. I actually find that unless you're like a very vigorous sleeper that moves around a lot, that they actually hold up pretty well like this. They maintain like a really nice shape, whereas the fitted sheets, I find as they start coming out from under the mattress, they just look kind of like a blob and it looks kind of sloppy. You will notice that my mattress is not very thick. It's not like a traditional looking mattress, and that's because my mattress is actually under this top layer, and over that mattress I have two bed skirts layered up. I don't like looking at a mattress. I hate the way they look. I don't want to see it peeking out. Nothing bothers me more when it comes to bedding than a fitted sheet sliding up over the edge of a mattress and having to look at the mattress and pull it down every day. That drives me insane. And so on top of my mattress, I have a layer of memory foam and then a feather bed. I slide the fitted sheet on top of that, and I really like the way that it looks. I think it just looks kind of old world. I just prefer the shape of it. It looks a little bit more romantic to me than like a perfectly rectangle mattress, if that makes sense. So now for the flat sheet. I used to be absolutely against flat sheets because I just thought they get in the way. I'm not going to tuck them in every time I make my bed. I am a sleeper that likes to have the blankets under my feet tucked in, but I also really like the way that a flat sheet looks, and I like the function that it serves of not having to wash your duvet cover as often. And so I finally put it together in my mind that I don't have to tuck my flat sheet in, and so I like to just drape it on top of my bed the way you would any blanket or bedspread, and then I can tuck both the flat sheet and the duvet under my feet. I also just like the way that it looks. It kind of peeks out a little bit from my duvet. I really like bedding that just looks inviting and comfortable and like you're supposed to actually be using it. So aside from the flat sheet hospital corners on the mattress, Everything else in my bed, I like it to be very easy and casual, and so I don't even mind seeing the sheet kind of peeking out from the duvet. Now, a tip about flat sheets if you are unaware, because the other thing that used to always bother me about flat sheets is that they were always way too long, and so the feeling of that bunching up, I'm such a like sensitive person to my senses, so any bit of like fabric bunched up or anything that felt like lumpy in the middle of the night, that just sends me through the roof. So the feeling of having too much flat sheet like sitting over the duvet used to drive me crazy, and that's another reason I was just against them, until I realized that they're made longer on purpose so that you can fold it over your duvet so that it serves the same purpose as it does underneath. The oils and everything from your skin on your arm, if you sleep with it over top of your bedspread, don't transfer onto your duvet cover. So the flat sheet saves you from that, so you can wash the flat sheet regularly and not have to go through the trouble of taking your duvet cover off as often. Mind blown. I always thought that this look was really pretty, having it turned over the top of the duvet, but I just assumed like that would feel so annoying in the middle of the night. So if anyone else watching has had a similar dilemma with flat sheets, then try this out, because I swear it is so much more comfortable than you might think. It doesn't move around at all. It stays folded over in the middle of the night, and I'm never going to make my bed differently ever again. So the way to accomplish this, remember, is that you put your flat sheet on upside down so that when you turn it over, especially if it's a printed sheet and has one wrong side and one right side, when you turn it over, the right side is facing up. And then when you go to get into your bed and you turn your duvet back at nighttime, you get to see both prints on the flat sheet and the fitted sheet. This duvet cover is new. I think this is by House and Home or Style at Home. I don't remember which one, but I wasn't able to find it online. It's from HomeSense. This was actually my Valentine's Day present, which is very me. My boyfriend knows that bedding is the way to my heart, so I really loved this. I'm obsessed with this teal color right now, as you will be able to tell by the next thing that I'm dressing my bed with. First is a twin duvet, because you can never have too many duvets. So I just have this twin one sitting at the bottom of my bed just for a little bit of extra warmth, extra layering for when I'm making the bed, or if I'm just sitting in bed doing something, editing or whatever, and I don't quite want to unmake it and get in, but I still want to be cozy, I'll just use this on top of my duvet. And then the thing that probably not many people have actually been waiting for, but I'm so excited to talk about, is this beautiful vintage gingham wool blanket made in Canada. Don't know how old this possibly is, but it's this amazing seafoam gingham. This was $7.50, which is crazy for Value Village because their wool blankets are always like $20, $30. This one had quite a few holes and rips like along the edges, which I don't care about at all because it's just as stunning. I don't care about any sort of flaws like that. And so of course this was an immediate yes. I was so happy about it. And then I placed these like dusty blue velvet pillows I have on top of my bed because I really like the way that these three blues kind of work together but don't at the same time. I think it kind of adds a little bit of interest because you look at this and you're like, oh, I wish those were all the same blue, I wish those matched, but that's kind of what I like about it, is that there's a little bit of tension between the colors. I'm very excited because coming up in the next few months, hopefully, I'm going to be implementing a linen closet out in my hall where I will be housing my whole Ralph Lauren addiction and giving it lots of room to grow. So if you're also a bedding fanatic, then you can stay tuned for more content like this, because I could talk about bedding forever.